Let's turn to Lieutenant Colonel Daniel Davis, Defense Priorities Senior Fellow. All right, so you just heard the senator. He thinks with the weapons we just sent, they can fight to a stalemate. We might not see a hostage situation at the capital of Kiev with Zelensky being forced to either, I don't know, be killed or negotiate. Do you see that happening with this type of weaponry?
We need to understand really about what's possible here. And these are not offensive weapons. This is not going to allow you to do counterattacks and counteroffensives to push back what's already there with the Russians. It'll help them to slow down a Russian assault. And it's just not going to turn the tide. And I certainly don't think that we should be shooting for a stalemate, because what that's going to do is going to perpetuate and deepen the personal suffering of the Ukrainians. I think what we need to do is to put at least as much effort into the diplomacy side as we are into the military side, so that we can stop the killing at the soonest possible moment. Now, toward that end, both the Ukrainian and the Russian senior negotiator today both said they have optimism that they're getting close to a settlement that will start with a ceasefire, and then they'll work on the difficult issues later. And I certainly hope that happens, because anything that's going to stop the killing, I'm for.
I agree. I believe that Putin probably want to surround the capital so he has max leverage before he starts seriously negotiating, though, right? Why wouldn't he just wait until he surrounds the capital?
I think he probably would have liked. I think he probably would have liked to do that, but their going has been a lot slower than he anticipated. I think, as I mentioned before, they needed to get the South completely cut off so that they could move their troops up there. And so far, the Ukrainian defense has been in the way of that and has not let him do that. So he's got basically 3 sides of Kiev surrounded, but not 4. And that would make his casualties would go way up if he doesn't do the last part. So I think that he's got motivation to try to get this shut off now while he still can.
So Zelensky's going to have to cut a deal with Putin. What kind of land grab do you think Vlad is going to go for?
Well, the good thing is that both sides have leverage. Putin has definitely motivation to get this over as much as Zelensky does. And this whole package of arms coming in is going to also change Putin's calculation, because he also can't stand a long stalemate, because just like it'll increase the Ukrainian cost, it'll increase the Russian cost. So he doesn't have the flexibility and the leverage to demand everything he wants. So he's going to have to take less to get to a settlement, just like Zelensky's going to have to give stuff that he may not want to. But at the end of the day, I think that they're going to be able to find something that both can live with.
God, I hope you're right. You know, you probably get Putin to save face, maybe get a few concessions, and then try to get these sanctions off his back so his country doesn't turn into I don't know. I'm not going to name the country that is a third world country, because I don't want to single anybody out, but it's not going to be good. Thank you very much.
It's not going to be pretty, yeah.
Not going to be pretty. Thank you so much,
Thanks,
as
Jesse.
always.